Hi guys, this is Dan from the Investment ABC, your guide to financial freedom. And in this video, I'm going to compare two of my favorite EV stocks, and you can choose and write me which one you prefer and why. The two contenders are NIO versus BYD. So
Let's get ready to rumble!
both companies are Chinese EV manufacturers and have two completely different strategies to conquer the market. Let's first have a look at the management of these two companies. NIO's CEO is William Li, a charismatic serial entrepreneur who shaped NIO from a small startup in 2014 to a leading company in the EV space with more than 5,000 monthly vehicle deliveries. The company is backed by Tencent, one of the two big tech giants next to Alibaba in China, and Tesla's biggest shareholder, Baillie Gifford. BYD's CEO is Wang Chuanfu, an engineer who founded the company back in 1995. BYD started out as a battery maker and entered the automobile business in 2003. The company has diversified into areas such as cell phone assembly and solar cell manufacturing. Leveraging its strength as a battery maker, the company is developing electric and plug-in hybrid vehicles. As of date, BYD is China's biggest EV manufacturer with 93,268 deliveries as of October 2020. The company is backed by Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway. It's a contest between young and dynamic versus experience when it comes to these two companies. Let's compare the strategies with each other. NIO has a unique strategy to most other car companies. Unlike BYD, it is a pure EV company similar in the way Tesla has started. The company started with its racing car, the EP9, followed by the 8-seater SUV ES8, the 5-seater SUV ES6, and the crossover EC6. Currently, the company doesn't have its own manufacturing plant, but is producing its cars through state-owned manufacturer Jack Motors, with which the company has a joint cooperation agreement. Jack Motors receives a fee for every vehicle that comes off the line. On the one hand, this strategy hurts NIO's margins, but on the other hand, the company can concentrate to strengthen its brand in the luxury car segment, which generally yield higher margins. The company focuses on bringing the best customer experience and satisfaction with additional services it provides. The company operates dozens of battery swapping stations where NIO customers can quickly swap their batteries in no more than 3 minutes. Furthermore, customers can purchase NIO cars separate from the batteries and lease the batteries for an extra monthly fee. With this strategy, the company is reducing the cost barrier and extending its potential customer reach. Furthermore, customers benefit in case they want to upgrade to a stronger battery pack at a later stage or resell their car. This gives NIO a competitive advantage over its rivals. NIO is also operating its NIO houses where NIO customers can come together, drink a coffee and interact with each other. NIO's fan base is steady growing, not only in China but around the globe by the looks at its stock price. NIO is increasing first demand, then expand the production, and ultimately, I'm very convinced, will also build their own factories. BYD, on the other hand, has a totally different strategy. BYD is fully vertically integrated. The company has acquired a lot of know-how over the years and is producing all the components of their cars themselves. BYD is also a battery and IGBT module producer, both essential and the most expensive parts of an EV. BYD is also planning to sell its blade batteries to other car companies like Ford, for example. Being vertically integrated enables BYD to produce at lower cost than its competitors. The company is one of the very few EV companies that are operating profitable. BYD is also selling a lot of EV buses around the globe. Furthermore, the company is not only selling EV cars and components, but also ICE cars and face masks. Let's compare the two flagships of the two companies. NIO's best-selling car is its 5-seater SUV, the ES6. The car has a NEDC range of 610 kilometers, acceleration of 4.7 seconds from 0 to 100 kilometers, and a maximum power of 160 kilowatt. The car starts at around 358,000 yuan. That's about like 52,000 American dollars after EV subsidies. BYD's flagship is the Han sedan. The pre-sale price range after subsidy is 233,000 to 280,000 yuan, which is around $32,356 to around $39,390. The car has a NEDC range of 605 kilometers, acceleration of 7.9 seconds from 0 to 100 kilometers, and a maximum power of 163 kilowatts. Both cars look very nice from the design in my opinion, each in their own unique way. Let's compare now some numbers. NIO has generated 7.5 billion RMB in total revenue in the last 12 months, while BYD has generated around 139 billion RMBs. NIO's gross margins are negative 15%, which means NIO is currently losing money on each produced unit, while BYD's gross margin is around 20%. NIO's operating margin is minus 133%, while BYD's operating margin is around 9%. NIO's net income is negative 10.5 billion RMB, while BYD's net income is around 3.4 billion RMB. Furthermore, BYD has a free cash flow of around 2.5 billion RMB. NIO has currently around 4.9 billion RMB in current assets and 9.5 billion RMB in current liabilities. The current ratio is 0.52, which means that NIO will need to raise more cash to pay down short-term liabilities for the next year. BYD has around 10.7 billion RMB in current assets and around 10.8 billion RMB in current liabilities, which give the current ratio of almost 1. A current ratio of 1 indicates that the current assets are covering all liabilities in the next year. BYD has cash reserve of around 12.7 billion RMB. BYD has long-term debt of around 22.5 billion RMB, while NIO has around 7.1 billion RMB in long-term debt. If we compare the market caps of these two companies, we can see that they aren't far apart from each other. NIO's market cap is around 58.62 billion US dollar, while BYD has a market cap of around 62.27 billion US dollar. The price to sales multiple of NIO is around 40, while BYD has a price to sales multiple of around 3.3. A price to sales ratio indicates how many dollars an investor need to pay for $1 in revenue of that company. If you have a look at the price to sales ratio, you have to understand that the market thinks that NIO will grow way faster than BYD in the future. Investors have to ask themselves if NIO is too overvalued or BYD is too undervalued currently. In my opinion, both companies are great and will have a place in the Chinese EV market. If you are a conservative investor and don't like too much risk, BYD is the better company for you. If you can take on more risk and believe in NIO's long-term success and future catalysts like autonomous driving and robotaxis, for example, NIO would be a better choice for you. Or the best way is maybe to own both companies. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button to support the channel, subscribe for more stock picks, share and comment. Bye guys and see you in the next one.